In this video, I'll be going over my calisthenics full body strength training routine. For this workout, we're going to be hitting every muscle group in our body with just 4 calisthenics exercises. We're going to hit our chest, shoulders, back, arms, core, and legs. Before you start any workout routine or any workout program, you need to go over what are your goals for doing this routine or this program. So you need to have your long-term goals, like for the entire routine, your monthly goals, your weekly goals, and your daily goals. You can have general goals like improve my health, improve my mood, things like that. But I would recommend you choose objective, measurable goals. So my goals long-term are to unlock the advanced calisthenics variations like the full planche push up, the full front lever row, the one arm pull up, and the handstand push up. These are my 4 main upper body goals. And I also plan on training my legs, improving on my pistol squat and on my Nordic curl. For this routine, I'll be using maximal intensity, which will allow me to lower the volume and lower the frequency of my training while still being able to make gains by keeping the intensity max. Not only will I be making every rep max, I'll be making each portion of the range of motion of each rep maximal intensity. So we'll get into that a bit later. Before I start my strength training routine, I like to do a general warm-up where I will get my blood flowing and get my heart rate up, and then I'll follow that up with a specific dynamic stretching warm-up where I'll do arm circles, I'll do elbow circles, things like that, get the blood flowing to the specific areas that I'll be training and loosen up and warm up the joints, tendons, and ligaments, and muscles. So we're just gonna do a few minutes of skip rope. Get the blood flowing. Work on coordination. And get the heart rate up. Once we're done with our general warm-up, we'll move into the specific warm-up. So we'll just do a few reps of arm circles for our shoulders both ways. Shoulder shrugs. Basically, just move your body, move your spine, move your wrist joints, your fingers, loosen up your elbows. I don't really follow any specific rules during the warm-up. Just once I feel ready, once I feel warm, that's when I begin strength training. So take 5 minutes or so, if that. Take as long as you need, loosen up, and then we'll begin the first exercise. So for the first part of our workout, we're going to be focusing on the planche push up variation, the planche push up progression using accommodating resistance. So we're not really focusing on the total number of reps and sets. If you need a number to shoot for, I would say shoot for 3 to 5 reps per set and 3 or 4 sets total, at least to start. And you can obviously scale that back or increase it. But really you're supposed to just try and get quality reps with maximal intensity, because if you're making each portion of the rep maximally intense, that means you can do less reps and still get great results. So I'll show you what this looks like. So there's our first set. As you can see, we stuck our legs out further at the bottom of the range of motion, and we curled back up into a tuck at the top range of motion. So that way we can get maximal intensity, like I said, and do less reps and get more out of each rep. Okay, so now we'll be going over our first leg exercise. We'll be doing the pistol squat, and we're adding a weight vest. This weight vest is 65 pounds. And we'll also be using gymnastics rings to put our hands on the gymnastics rings to assist us. So for the bottom range of motion of the pistol squat, we might need more assistance. So So we'll pull on the rings a little bit harder, but as we get to the top range of motion, we might not need the rings at all. So we're gonna shoot for about 5 reps per leg. So we'll start with our right leg, come down, come back up. We don't even need the gymnastics rings for the descending portion. So I'll show you what that looks like. Lift off, come back up. Maybe a little assistance as the set continues. Come down, come back up. There's 3 reps, we're gonna get 2 more in. Come down, and back up. You want each rep to be a grind, and you want to use your upper body to assist you the least amount possible. Now that we've rested as needed after our pistol squat variation, we're gonna get into our pulling exercise, and we're doing the 1-arm pull-up progression. So I'll be using these rings, and I'm gonna be using the minimal amount of assistance for the way up, and the minimal amount of assistance for the way down. So first, we're gonna see how far up we can go without any assistance, and then as we need assistance to complete the rep, we will use our other arm to assist our pulling arm, our working arm. So we'll start at the bottom, pull, and then as we need assistance, help out, get to the top, let go, come down. There's 1 rep. We're gonna go for 2 more. So as you can see, we needed more assistance on the way up than we did on the way down. And we also needed more assistance as we got further along in our set. The first rep, we needed less assistance, and then as we got to our second and third rep, we progressively needed more assistance because our pulling arm, our working arm, got tired. For our last exercise, we're gonna do another lower body exercise, and we'll be doing the Nordic Curl. So we're gonna lock our feet in, and we're gonna use our hands to assist us as we descend, and we're gonna try and use the least amount of assistance as possible while maintaining good form. One more rep, let's go. So as you can see, our form started to deteriorate, but that's because we were shooting for maximal intensity. So when you're pursuing an intensity so high, it's natural for your form to break down. You should still strive for a good form, but acknowledge and accept that as you're learning a move, as you're making progress, as you're fatiguing yourself, it's natural for your form to break down. And as long as you continue to practice safely, it's not the end of the world if you have less than ideal form. It's actually expected. No one gets a perfect form handstand push-up, a perfect form muscle up when they are first learning those movements. They start with a sloppy form, a sloppy technique, and then they clean it up as they progress. So that will conclude our workout. If you have more questions, you can leave a comment down below. If you want more workouts, be sure to subscribe. Like this video. Stay tuned for more. I'll be posting more workouts. I'll be doing more calisthenics discussion and explanation videos. I'll be discussing the philosophies of fitness, of training, how my training has progressed, and I'll be sure to continue to up the quality of my videos and give you guys more content to enjoy. Stay tuned.